to disaster and saved by the master. I'm hearing they laughter, Drunk off my own grapes, yes, I'm blasted, pockets is fatter. Without peace, but does it matter, manifesting this madness? My career's center stage, you just a sideshow.
Daniel was on fire actually. He was crushing his bike. He rode super well yesterday. We hit the 90-footer. He actually greased it, and after hitting the 90-footer, he went a little fast into the Twisty Wizard, and there was this little bolt in his bike that snapped, and the rear end just washed out in the berm, and I think he was about like 5 meters flying straight into the ground. Dude, to be honest, I was f***ing scared yesterday, seeing him lying on the ground. He was not unconscious, but he was definitely crushed. And yeah, fingers crossed that he's fine. This is a really good hospital and that the doctors will take properly care of him. But yesterday was f***ed, honestly. Like, to be fully honest, I shared some tears actually with him yesterday because we were so bummed out, because he put a lot of energy and effort into this event. He really wanted to show what he was capable of. He had some big plans and he really wanted to deliver. So I was really sad yesterday seeing him devastated and absolutely bummed out that he couldn't ride. But right now I'm doing better, and yeah, he'll be back stronger for sure. That's what it's always about. I just don't want to wake up at 7:30 to then wait for 1.5 hours only till the boys are ready. So let's walk up there and get the first laps in. Alright, so double crank, push all the way.
I did single.
Okay.
Single push.
Alright, first lap of the day.
Hell yeah.
Street light sounds.
Let's do this again. A little different this time. I told myself that money would never be a factor. Now I'm laughing at Benny Hanna's with benefactors. Sell my soul for an artist's love with them giant raptors. My chef cooking that steak and lobster on giant platters. Forsaking all I can for this path I'm after. Path to disaster and saved by the master. I'm hearing they laughter. Took off my own grapes. Yes, I'm blasted. Pockets is fatter. Without peace, but does it matter?
It's so hard to just feel the speed each and every time. You like pumping 10% more can shoot you 5 meters deeper on a jump, which could be pretty bad. So you need to be on it all the time. There's 100% focus in your head. I need to pay these guys so much respect for only building this, and then hitting it for the very first time must have been so out of this world. It's crazy. As a newcomer being here for the first time, it's definitely a challenge for sure.
Without peace, what does it matter? Manifesting this madness. My career's center stage, you just a sideshow. Carrying the shame everywhere that I go.
There's a feature called the Twisty Wizard, and it's right after one of the gnarliest jumps on course, the 90-footer. The 90-footer it's unlike any other jump, because as soon as there's this weird thing that happens as soon as you jump over 75 feet. It's like this. It's like getting shot out of a cannon, and you fall, and there's a falling point, and it's like this whole new feeling that you never experience. And I think that people who feel it for the very first time, they get overwhelmed, and it just does something to their brain, you know? The guys who built the course, you know, there's some sick and they just put like the most technical, sweet, amazing feature called the Twisty Wizard right after the 90, and it's just super technical. And I think that after the 90, sometimes your brain is just like, oh my God, I can't believe I jumped 90 feet. That was insane. And then right afterwards, you got this like super tech feature with high consequences.
Absolutely my own fault. I just popped the lip on the Twisty Wizard instead of squashing it like all the other guys do. I went too deep,
too nose heavy, and then basically jumped out of the berm and fell on my knee. At first I thought it was all fine. Maybe it was due to the adrenaline that was still rushing through my blood. But yeah, in the evening my knee started swelling up quite a bit. I couldn't really walk anymore.
He's had a bit of a rough time too. Like, obviously he took care of me after my crash, and he stayed up super late trying to get me to the hospital again because we had to do a brain scan. And then it was a super early session with a bit of tricky conditions as well. So I wouldn't be too hard on myself if I was him.
Dude, I'm not sure. Hopefully I can get it running till Saturday again and then just tape the out of it and see how things go. Maybe one more hammer session. Fingers crossed.
Darkfest, it is for sure the most variety within a line that you can ride, I think, because it has everything from small turns, shark fins, and long jumps, hips, step downs, rocket launchers, like the big trick jumps. Yeah, it's definitely quite challenging to learn a track. It's hard to practice for a track if there is just this one, actually, I must say. If you really want to practice for it, there's only like a few tracks in the world to do it. So I guess you kind of have to do it a lot mentally and to try and ride fast and big things as much as you can to prepare for the feeling. But there's just no other feeling than on a Darkfest track, because that feeling only starts at 20 meters plus jumps or 6-7 meters plus takeoffs. It's not comparable to normal jumps, so yeah, it's hard to practice. We always like some fresh people because they bring so much hype and motivation. So the Ruso Bros are new here this year, and I couldn't be more happy actually, because I'm kind of having them under my wings a little bit since the last 2-3 years. They have been shredding at Audi 9s and also in our together video project, I would say. And we saw the build up, and they're just so keen and such nice guys, and they just send it. They're hungry for the sand, and that's what we look for always. Like if someone's hungry for the sand, we're like, yeah, this guy's gonna send it, so invite.
Hey bro!
Dude, don't worry, next year we're taking away the shark fins for the Ruso brothers. It's just gonna be a roller.
Lacking of bike skills.
No, we're taking away the shark fin. No one needs it anyway.
The course combines every discipline of the sport really, because you go super fast down this mountain, you have super steep lips such as dirt jumps, you need to be on it in the berms, you need to be very stable on your bike, so I think it's just a whole combination of every single discipline. So a well-rounded rider will definitely be more comfortable on this course than just a dirt jump expert or just a downhill expert. Let's get my first riding shot of the week.
Today is Friday, right? Today's Friday. And yeah, dude, it's healing. With every day that's passing, it's healing more and more. Can't believe I can do this already. I just did my first little hops on the bike again. I fixed up my whip. So I'm setting everything up for riding again. I think it's the most important thing is up here, getting the head ready. And you only have 1 week here, 1 week a year. It's 1 week to shine, so we'll try to pull it off. We're making it happen, bro. We just have to make it happen. I've had a couple days of rest. Shoulder is looking yellow, but other than that, pretty good. And we'll make it work.
So stand up straight.
Stand straight. I actually watched Simon clear his jump, but he just made it. So I was just like, yo! So I was just like, I need some speed. So I just stayed tucked in there. landed pretty flat and it hurt a lot instantly.
First lap of the day, see how things go. My knee is not 100%, but it's just fine. It's gonna be tonight. But yeah, it's the only session I got left for Darkfest, so better make the most of it.
Picking riders for this event is pretty tricky actually, but you obviously want someone that's going to come and be awesome to ride with and do some really cool stuff, but you don't want someone who's got no skill and they just completely send it. So it takes a lot of time. You're not just going to come up the first year out of nowhere. Like the Ruso brothers, for example, this year I was thinking of inviting them last year, but I think they weren't quite ready. They needed to get a little bit more patience. The skill was always there. But yeah, then we decided to try them out this year, and yeah, perhaps maybe it's even a year too early again, but you never know until you give them the chance. So we gave them the chance. Unfortunately, they both got hurt this year, but I know they're going to learn from it, and I'd love to see them back next year to see what they can really do, because I know they didn't do anything that they wanted to do this year. It was a shame they got hurt, but that is part of it, and yeah, you just never know until you try.
Kind of like the best outcome in a bad situation, and he held it down for the both of us, and he performed for both of us, so it's a win for both of us as well, I think.
We share such a special bond together, and it's always better when we have each other at the same spot riding together.
And I'm super hyped on how he performed yesterday, dude. Like coming back from a meniscus thing like that in such a quick time, and putting it down like that is super epic. And he did some big stuff. I'm super hyped on some of the lines that he did. Be smart when it comes to huge jumps like that, and you cannot play them down in your head. And what I would change next time would be that no matter how good I feel on the bike, it's probably better to follow somebody into jumps that have changing conditions like that course all the time. That prevents you from making any stupid mistakes or slight mistakes.
I was expecting it to be a full week of hammering sessions all the time together with him, busting out the gnarliest shit that we could do. Like I said, we already had some big plans in store, but hey, I think there's always a next time, and there's gonna be a comeback, that's for sure. So let's see what the future holds for us.
You learn from every mistake, and either you win or you learn. I think you told me that.